talking about passive income, we always hear that, but a lot of people have more question mark in the mind. Why passive income and what exactly is passive income? Like, is this term always being overused and all? What is passive income to you? To me, is the income is considered passive if I don't need to spend more than 4 hours a week, and yet I will get more income. The income will come to me every single week.
Passive income to me is like even when I'm sleeping, it still generate me income, and even just one-time job, just need to do one time of the job and I could receive income like continuously. That to me is passive income.
So what is the passive income definition to all of you then? Later? Okay, so according to passive income, right, I think the more commonly known fact about passive income is that is actually the money generated on activities that you are not involved heavily or while you're sleeping. So I answered the earlier part, whereby Yvonne answered the second part, which is actually correct as well, because you don't want to be too much involved in passive income making, and that makes and that is what makes it passive. But before we can even make it passive, right, do you agree that we got to at least do something about it first?
Totally agree.
Exactly. You want to be passive also, you got to be doing it. So it is also a very good way to leverage on our money, because everyone only have 24 hours. So when it comes to this one, you cannot say that God is being unfair to us, because everyone is actually given the same opportunity. We are in fact given the same time, but why other people can actually do it but not us? Okay, so most passive income, like what we said just now with Yvonne, right, it requires a lot of effort upfront. In the front, it's like super active. You got to build, but before it becomes passive, it's actually very active. But the moment you think, okay, it's actually very good to be passive, that's when this passive will generate you a lot of income. Yeah. So later on, we're gonna
That's
show
why
you.
me and Chanel, we always like to use the word pipeline, because we were sharing about the story of pipeline, right? Where Pablo actively built the pipeline for 2 years, right, Chanel? He actively do it like day and night, like really,
Yeah,
right? So then
correct.
after that, after that 2 years, right, when the pipeline was built, and that's where he started to enjoy what he has what he has planted. He enjoy the fruits of it. So yeah, that I suppose is really passive income.
Exactly. So, but rest assured, if you have not, because we have multiple ways. Okay. So, of course, tonight the first series we would like to start will be the Start a Side Hustle series. Okay, I'm sure side hustle is something that we have really been hearing, since many months ago. But what side
MCO
hustle can you
started.
do? Yeah, but what side hustle can you do? Yeah. So, what about this? I bet that a lot of people, they love to write, they don't want to show face, they love to write about their ideas, their opinions. So how about starting a blog and content site? Right. If you could write very good opinions, on certain things on your social media, like your Facebook and your Insta story, why not convert them into a proper article so that you can actually post that on blog, right? So the very common things that we always see on blog is maybe review. Like after you have traveled to Japan, like Yvonne always love to do that. You will do a review on the food, on the place to visit. Yeah, things that people are dying to know. And how about if you are actually using iPhone, for example? You want to review the functions that you think whether it's actually nice to use. You want to tell people, or before you buy, you should actually refer to all this. Do you need to buy and all that? Right. Create content can be very easy. And the thing about blog is that you can either show face and you can also choose not to show face. Yeah. So do you write a lot, Yvonne?
I do write a lot. Yeah,
You do
I
write a
do write
lot.
a lot. I do write a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm speaking
I
to a
love
teacher
writing.
here. I'm
Yeah.
speaking to a Japanese teacher. She definitely loves
Yeah.
to write, or else she wouldn't be teaching. So
Yeah. I love
same thing to
writing.
Yvonne as well, because Yvonne has been working on video and also live teaching, but she's also into writing. You see, she wrote a few textbooks as well. But what if she can also share more opinions on blogs, whereby the intention, right, is not only the content, but you also want to put in some keywords so that people can search you out. Okay, what's the intention of putting the keywords that's actually high ranking on SEO is because on the third icon here, you can see you can drive traffic to your blog. But driving traffic to your blog is just the first criteria on how to grow it, right? You got to start it somewhere, lah, right? So why you want to drive traffic now? That comes the second thing. Okay, like usually, okay, this is what I actually extracted from one of the Malaysian travel blog. So usually on the blog itself, you will see a lot of advertisements. So you may want to monetize your blog by inserting some advertisements that are paid. So when people go to your blog, when they click on it, then you get paid. So there's a conversion there. Yeah. So this is how you can actually do it very, very subtly without really telling other people or who you are and things like that. If you really want to keep yourself very secretive behind the scene, you can go along with it. But this is going to be a very, very long-term path because you are staying anonymous. So what you can actually do is you can directly submit your article as well to sites that are focused onto articles like medium.com. We actually shared about this content on one of our passive income night as well that we were talking about it. That
Yes.
medium.com, they generate very high quality articles based on people who really write good articles. Yeah, you can find actually the platforms are not just limited to medium.com. In fact, you can start to see more about it. Yeah. So the importance about starting any side hustle or anything is to be consistent. Okay, you really want to be
Agree.
consistent, yeah, so that people not only that they can view one of your content, you can also view more.
What I was thinking of this content is, for example, it's a lot of this thing you can do like repurposing. You write a script about, for example, your YouTube channel. Perhaps you are writing a script, right? So that script itself perhaps can also be can be repurposed as your content as well. Then you're going to make a video out of it. So it's going to be a video content, and you're going to actually can do all sorts of content with that article that you write, or that so-called the video. Before you do a video, you need to write a note, right? A note to, so that you don't forget, right? So you can just do it nicely, and it can become a content as well. So
Yeah, another side hustle that you can think of is that, okay, always think from the way that you want to teach people. I'm sure every one of us have some value that other people are not aware of, right? Like for me, I always love to generate more businesses that are actually helping people financially. Okay, that's why I have a couple businesses here. And whereas Yvonne, she's very focused into her Japanese classes.
talking about this one, right? Talking about this kind of video. First, just want to cut the tone a little bit. It's like I didn't appear in the video. Second thing is, it is not my voice as well. It's an AI. So I have like a really Japanese voice speaking. So yeah, I'm not on this video. So yeah, but I created this one, and can you imagine this thing is going to be there forever for every Japanese learner?
You see another aha moment. She didn't use her own voice and she didn't even show her face. And that is
No, I
exactly
didn't.
what I want to show. Yeah, that is exactly what I want to show you. Now, can you see that why a video course now? Or what is the purpose of having a course? Okay, a course doesn't have to be those 3 days, 4 days course that we usually hear of. It can be just maybe a 10-minute course for one lesson, and then you record like 10 lessons, 10 times 10 minutes equals to 100 minutes kind of course to make people achieve one intention. Yeah, one intention. Okay. If let's say for her Japanese is about teaching the grammar and teaching people how to use a questioning method, how to ask questions in Japanese in 10 lessons. Maybe the first one is how to ask questions when you're shopping. Another one is how to ask questions when you're in office, how to ask questions when you're visiting a family or friend. If you use very, very good SEO while you're selling it online, then I can tell you your content's gonna fly because easy content, simple content is in fact the most popular content ever. People can understand easily, people can use it straight away, and with the appropriate marketing, right, it sells even better than any complicated stuff. And it's actually a very good way to market yourself also. Like for Yvonne, like for any teacher out there, if you're selling this kind of courses online, after the 10 lessons and people are still wanting to continue further, they can approach you to get a very advanced level up, advanced course, for example. Then that's when you can charge them with a higher ticket. if that's your passion. But before that,
Yep.
this is one of the ways that you can automate it. Why want to spend your time every single week or every few days to teach the same people the same lesson when you can actually automate this? Yeah, of course, I'm talking about very simple content. More complicated contents, definitely you need to have the
Human
one-on-one.
touch. Yeah, yeah, you need a
Correct. They
human
need to
touch.
ask questions and things like that, and that makes you valuable. Okay, this one. You know, I got a shot. Okay, this is actually on YouTube, but what I want to point out is that this because the moment when I was growing up, my mother bought a lot of the videotapes to teach us ABC, to teach us very simple conversation, and we watched that every single day. What if you can also record a video course that is meant for all this? I watched this entire video. It's about good morning, and then there's a mouse there showing you how to pronounce it properly. Good morning. Look here. Left, right, that kind of conversation is so easy because it's meant for kids. But how many people actually watched it? 13 million.
Holy, 13 million.
13 million. Yeah. What if you can actually generate one videos like this and then sell your video course also like so simple, and then every day binge watch with your kids? I bet that your kids will definitely learn a thing or two. The best business ever is the business that you're selling to kids, which is parents and also to ladies. Okay, but ladies competition is very high. So kids I can tell you and can bet you that parents are willing to pay for education, especially something very useful here. Yeah. All right. So the next one, let's hurry up. Start a side hustle. How to start a side hustle is to sell ready-made templates. Now, guys, type in the chat, right? What are the templates that you have actually bought before online to help yourself? So why we usually buy templates is because template can help us to save our time. It can also help us to actually figure out something that we are not sure how to do it right. We can in fact leverage on people that have done it before. Like, for example, financial calculator, if you're not sure how to actually do it, but if you can buy from a template somewhere else, it's created by a financial expert, you can actually buy it. Okay? Yeah, text us in the chat and let us know. I think the one that I bought is definitely the social media calendar. So what about you, Yvonne?
We shared one as well, you remember? I think that's the only template that I bought, like the one that we bought it together. It's to generate
design.
book. Design to
Book.
generate a
Ebook.
digital book, ebook. Yeah, ebook, correct. Ebook.
Correct.
You
Now I
remember? You
recall
remember?
now.
Yeah,
Now I recall it. Correct. It's to generate ebook. Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so one of it is ready-made templates. Of course, another one will be apps. But because apps and software, right, it requires more time and also more money. So that's why I didn't put it here, but they work the same. As long as it's something that can curb people's problem, can save people's time, right, it is a product that to go. One of the things that I came across is also, those blog templates and also the website templates, right? A lot of people actually buy them as well. You can actually buy the templates, and then you can insert it into your own blog and website. There are actually these kind of products online as well.